All right, so the Soviet Union. Yes, that Soviet Union. Well, they weren't always a scorched earth. Stalingrad defending allies in World War II. In fact, they were one main reason on why it started. And on the wrong side. So let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody. Today's contents can be a little different as we dive into the USSR's contributions to one of the most influential wars in history, World War II. Let's kick this shit off in Europe. 1848 with the creation of one of the best diet plans in history, and really only a great diet plan. The creation of communism. At the age of 30, Karl Marx, a man with no political experience whatsoever, decided that the key to equality relied on two things: human rights violations and more government control. What the fuck could go wrong? Well, he thought the exact same thing, so he wrote two guidebooks on that. About 70 years later, Russia pulls out of one of the biggest wars at the time. The Great War, the war to end all wars, World War One. You want to know why? Because there was a war back home, a revolution. Now, during this time, the ruling family was persecuted, and a very quick power struggle occurred, and that ended abruptly about a year or two later.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The guidebooks written by Karl Marx, known as Das Kapital and the Communist Manifesto, both spread the word of communism, which I find fucking ironic and hilarious that he published and sold books about his new ideology that you didn't own anything. Almost as if communism always has and always will rely on the use of capitalism to support it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Now, if that rang a dying little bell in your head, it's because it probably should have. Same thing as in the 1971 song American Pie by Don McLean. No, cut that shit out. Cut it. Cut it. YouTube's gonna ass fuck me. I'll make money off this. It's just a hobby, but they're still gonna ass fuck me. Please cut it out. Okay, thank you. Going back to what I was saying, 1971 song, Don McLean's song American Pie, he says London read a book on Marx, which can happen, and then instead of the day the music died, it was 100 million people over the past fucking, what has been, 100, 200 years? 200 years since communism was made? 100 million people died since communism was made, under communism. Yeah, not so grave an ideology, is it, fucking Marx? Well, a couple decades passed, and what do you know? There's tension in Europe. Again. But this time, the leader of Russia, Joseph Stalin, decides he's going to try to get ahead of it. So what does he do? Well, on August 23rd, 1939, he signs something known as the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, which, to put it in fun terms, is Germany. You and me, we kind of fight, but right now we fly.
We are different people. We speak different languages. Huh? We have different faces, but inside, we are same. Same, but different. But still same.
And a part of the same but different is, I build my army, you don't fuck with me, we fuck Poland together. Yeah, that was a horrible fucking Russian accent, I know. But what this did was, they were not allies, but they would declare war on Poland at the same time and just scissor in the middle. A couple weeks later, Stalin joins Hitler in the non-consensual gangbang of Poland, which leads to, what do you know, the fucking start of World War II, which for Germany is a great comeback considering their last war was World War I, where they fucking lost and got fucked over with the Treaty of Versailles, which, thanks a lot for that. That's what started World War II, you fucking assholes. I'm sorry, it's just fucking... Why? You fucked over one country. Not all the Central Powers, one fucking country. And you didn't think they'd come back for more. I mean, also, why didn't Germany learn on the first try? I mean, come on, what the fuck's wrong with you?
I've never been a quitter. Why?
I've never known when to quit. Just ask my fourth grade teacher.
He never knew when to quit. Oh.
Well, after 2 years of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, there's pretty much peace between Germany and Russia. Nothing will ever change. Right, guys? Right?
Oh, you'd think so.
Fuck, I might have been wrong. Well, on June 22nd of 1941, Hitler does what he does best. He makes a retarded decision. And this decision was to sanction the invasion of the USSR, which would be swift and easy. Yeah, I'm fucking with you. It does not go along well. Hitler thought so. It didn't. But on the East Front, Stalin could not believe this shit. He was quoted saying, "This is a provocation. Don't fire back." He then doubled down and said, "These are rogue officers. Do not shoot them." Well, I don't think he said that. I think he said to fuck shoot them on sight. But he thought they were just disobeying Hitler. Nothing bad against Germany, against these officers only. And then he started getting smart, realized what was going on, and his brain shut down because he couldn't fucking handle that. But it didn't last long because a couple days later, what do you know? He's back on his feet. And guess what he said? Human rights violations. So we implement scorched earth policy, which means burn anything that could be vital to the Germans, which literally meant everything from houses to food. So yeah, he just fucked everyone over. After only a year of being on the Allied forces, Russia had been pushed back so far east they thought they were going to lose. And then on July 17th, 1942, everything started to change. Russians were told to hold the point known as Stalingrad, a tiny little town, and repel any German offensive incoming. And up until February of that following year, they did exactly that, pushing back 250,000 Germans, leading them to surrender. Which, I mean, holy shit. After the underdog win in Stalingrad, the Soviets pushed further and further west until they got to Warsaw, which on January 17th, 1945, they liberated that, which is funny because Warsaw, Poland is the exact same place that they tore up and destroyed 6 years earlier to start this goddamn war. Full fucking circle, Soviet Russia. What the fuck? But during this time, the other Allied forces were pushing their way through Europe, getting closer and closer to Germany after they were fucking cleaning up what was left of the Battle of the Bulge, which, if you don't know what that was Hitler's last chance at an offensive attack. After that, he was playing defense, and yeah, he did not like it. Battle of the Bulge, pretty much, he just wanted to separate the convoys between America and the rest of the Allies, which just bulged out the convoys, didn't really do anything, and we still pushed on. Then, a little bit later, Allies crossed the Rhine as the Soviets broke through the Germans, which means you have Allies on the west, Allies on the east. Bang, bang. It's going to be great. We get in there. Like Poland, but together, not like Germany. No, no, no. I don't know why I keep doing this accent. I don't know. It sounds shitty, but also funny at the same time. Maybe. As the Allies got closer, Hitler feared more and more, which he should. On April 20th, 1945, Hitler's birthday, he got a nice present from the Soviets. It was artillery shells and violence. Thousands upon thousands of shells rained over Berlin as the Russians got closer and closer. On the other side, the Allies were just gaining more and more speed, closing upon Berlin, which eventually they did 3 days later. And during this time when they got to Berlin, Hitler thought, I'm fucked. There is a nation whose whole ideology is based off of human rights violations, and they're pissed at me. What are they going to do to somebody they don't like besides the rest of their country? So on April 30th, 1945, in his bunker, Hitler takes a cyanide capsule, takes a gun, puts his not so human brain,
And pull the trigger.
and what do you know? That kills him. And so after his body goes missing, some people think he's still alive. I don't fucking think he's alive. He's dead. After that goes missing, war is over in Europe. Now let's cut to the Pacific Theater, where the United States drops not one, but two fucking suns over Japan out of nowhere. This ends the war over there, and there's peace forever. Or not. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to go to my new website. I will flash that link on the screen. I'll also put it in my bio, and it'll be on my channel page for you guys. That will show you where all my new socials are. I will see you all next one when I rant about the atom bombs and why they were best outcome World War II. See y'all. Have a great one.